Okay, everybody, it's Rob Trube with Biz West Michigan, and we've got another little bit of a different segment for you today. We are out at ArtWalk in Grand Haven, and ArtWalk is directly related to ArtPrize, and I'm pretty excited. I've got Steve Loftis here with us, who is the chairman of Harbor Restaurants. He's also the co-chair for ArtWalk, and we're going to talk a little bit real quick about what his business is and how things are going out here, but we're also going to primarily talk about ArtWalk and kind of what we're trying to do out here. So Steve, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you coming out. We got a nice day today.
We do actually. It was a little hairy this morning and
a little touchy out over the lake, and things broke up, and here we are. We got a little live music in the background. A lot of fun today.
Outstanding. So real quick, why don't you tell us about what your business is, and then we'll go on to ArtWalk.
Well, living in Grand Haven, we're in the restaurant business. We have 5 small restaurants: Snug Harbor, Jellies, The Delight, the Theater Bar, and the Grand Seafood and Oyster Bar.
Okay.
So I'm up to my neck in restaurants.
That's a good thing. So you eat well. That's good.
Yes, yeah. There's always something to be had there, even if it's something's been around a while. I'm not opposed to eating it.
So obviously, business on the lake shore is actually pretty good during the summer.
Business has been good year-round. You know, we invite people to come back in January and watch the water freeze on the end of the pier. It's a great activity.
Than that, absolutely.
But actually, you know, we've seen a lot of activity grow. The shoulders seasons have grown nicely here. Is Grand Rapids and Hudsonville and Grand Valley and Allendale and all that is really kind of metroplex. So we see a nice bloom, weather dependent, starting in March, and we'll go real strong right into the holiday season.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really cool. I think it's fun to come out to the lighthouse and see how the water freezes on it and seeing the snow buried up on there. And, and I've gotten some great photos that are in my house from that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, we our staff, you know, we kind of flex. You know, we staff up in the summer, and then in the off season, the students go back to college and high school, and so we go back and forth a little bit, and it works pretty well. But yeah, we're having a good time, and here we are, you know, late September, and we're still outside.
Still outside, absolutely.
Pretty good stuff.
It hasn't snowed yet.
No, no, we don't want any of that yet.
No, not yet, not yet.
Yes.
So now you're also involved with the Michigan Restaurant Association too?
Yes, immediate past chairman of the board for the Michigan Restaurant Association. Last year was my term, and we represent 5,000 restaurants around the state, and then we're represented nationally by the National Restaurant Association. A number of initiatives from food safety and sanitation to what's next and what our guests are telling us they need or want. So we make sure and, you know, follow their orders and get out there in hospitality and make sure we're getting to the future before they get there, so we can help them out. Yeah.
We actually had Dave Lorenz as one of our interviews from Pure Michigan, from the Michigan.
Yes, that's been a terrific initiative. It really has been helpful, and it's a terrific collaboration of pulling all the service industries together and the entire state, really, and recognizing the tremendous value in the visitor business.
Absolutely.
I mean, it just means a lot to us, and you know, Michigan's an unbelievable place to live, but it's also a great place to visit. So let's get them in here and let's set the table and be prepared to show them a little hospitality.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
why don't you tell us a little bit about what's going on here for the next couple weeks?
Sure. Well, we had a neighbor, Grand Rapids. We refer to them as Raleigh. We're Mayberry.
Okay.
If you remember the old Mayberry.
I do.
And we saw a terrific idea 4 years ago presented by Grand Rapids, and when you have 500,000, 600,000, 800,000 people being invited to your community and celebrating the artist and their art, we said in little old Mayberry here, Grand Haven, let's get together and let's do something and take advantage of what we've been given as a terrific idea and broaden it, because we feel there's plenty to go around in terms of artists and their talents. As you can see here today, these are all the young talents,
absolutely
up and coming talents. So the following year, we just got together and said, let's create some structure and let's get out and see if our artists are interested. And I say I mean, we're not being provincial here. I mean, artists from anywhere, nationally, regionally. And this is our 3rd year, and we continue to grow. Grand Rapids has a huge audience.
Right.
And we want to offer more of a walkable waterfront experience here. We have 175 artists. We have over 100 venues. And it's really taken off, and we've learned a lot, and we pay attention to what our neighbors are doing, and we're part of West Michigan. So that broader conversation about art and artists And collaboration amongst lakeshore communities is a big deal. And there's plenty to go around and plenty of opportunities. So the key word is collaboration.
Okay.
Yeah, we really did not think that, you know, gee, someone's stealing someone's idea. I mean, art's been out there for a long time, but when we see an idea and recognize it as a good idea, great idea, we want to get on board and we want to be part of that celebration. And that's really what this is all about, is expanding that celebration, expanding that conversation, and offering Grand Haven as another destination for people visiting Michigan and visiting the region.
Awesome. Now, tell me about the different venues and the different artists. Is there any kind of a competition? This isn't a competition.
Yes. This is a competition. The money we're offering is substantially less. we couldn't quite raise that kind of money, but it's about the art and the artist. And we have this is our business district, okay, from all the way down to Centertown to 31, all the way to the waterfront. And it's a very walkable, you could walk our entire event in, you know, half a day, or you could do it in an hour and go see what you like. Our museum is involved as a larger venue. We have some larger venues. Our restaurants and such, many of the businesses are venues. And we have maps, okay, and we actually have maps.
Good.
Printed, isn't that nice? Yeah.
That is
very sophisticated on our part. And they are able to walk the district and celebrate the art. We have some wonderful sculptures, and we have some permanent sculptures as a result of what we've done as well. So we hope to continue to do this. This is going to be a tough year to beat with our mural mania here, and having a couple of walls. Our friends at Stanco Products said, have at it. You know, right. It's our building, and come and get it. But we've also had some terrific sponsors. We've had the Preferred Automotive come forward with substantial, they're our key donor. School Zone Publishing, JSJ Corp.
Okay.
And a number of these companies came forward and said, we want to get involved, we want to help, you know, some community philanthropy for the arts. And you never know what bloom's going to come off of all that.
Well,
you never know where that traction is going to come, where another interesting idea pops up, and then we involve more of the community. And that's our hope, that's our cause, is to celebrate the art and the artist and to broaden that conversation. And West Michigan's a great place to do it.
Awesome. Well, we're going to interview a couple other people for this and learn about some more stuff.
Well, I'm not done yet.
You're not?
I'm just teasing. Well, thank you, and really do appreciate you coming out today. And we do have some activities all week, and the next weekend is our big Indie Rock Block Festival, still part of ArtWalk 2012. Okay. And there are a number of celebrations going on throughout the community here. Our merchants and such are out, and they're going to be, you know, playing music and having food, and we'll feed you and beverage you until you can't stand up. How's that?
Perfect. Right. Well, I definitely want to get you on here for a traditional interview with Biz West Michigan, and yes, we'll learn more about this, and we'll get the word out.
We appreciate your interest.
Thanks.
Take care. Come to Grand Haven.
Thanks for coming on the show.
Ciao.
So again, that was Steve Loftis, and pay attention. We got a couple more people that we're going to have on here. Thanks. Hey, Reb, how's it going?
Great. Look at it.
What are you guys doing?
Painting the mural here in Grand Haven.
Awesome. Let's take a look.
Artie?
So there's Reb Roberts up there painting the mural in ArtWalk in Grand Haven. So. Okay, so we're back with another one of the members of the team for ArtWalk, and we've got Randy Smith, and he is the owner of Michigan Rag Company, which is a really cool company based here in Grand Haven, and he's going to talk a little bit more about what's going on with ArtWalk. So welcome to the show.
Well, great. We've got a lot of events here, and this is a great one today. This urban farm that we've created on a city block here. We've got an entire city block full of painted farm animals, and the mural behind here. It's kind of a different look of a farm, but it's I don't know, it's pretty entertaining to me. And it's right across from the farmer's market, by the way.
Absolutely.
So that's a tie-in.
Why don't you tell us exactly what ArtWalk is and what you guys are trying to do and how it's going?
Well, we started ArtWalk to have a little more small town version of ArtPrize, I guess you'd say. Okay. We thought that was a great thing, but we want to give the local people an opportunity to get involved in art and be very inclusive. That's why we've got kids painting. We've got a lot of kids events, and pretty much everything we do involves families, and it's kind of a low-key ArtPrize, I guess, but the quality is good.
Cool. So you've got artists that are set up within different venues and everything going on here. You do have a contest. Now you also have some sort of animals that I saw through Grand Haven, where everybody's been painting those as well.
Right. In May of this year, we did these dogs. It's called ArtWalk, and they're scattered throughout town. We've got 500 little dogs and 85 of the big dogs.
The big dogs.
Yeah,
that's good.
So big dogs and little dogs.
Awesome.
And, we're going to have an event next weekend on the 29th where they are all lined up in the first 4 blocks of Washington.
Okay.
And people will vote on those and pick out their favorite dogs.
Awesome. That's really cool. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about about your business with Michigan Rag Company, but then also tell me about some of the sponsors that we have going on for ArtWalk.
Well, my company has been around since 1972, actually. My high school art teacher started the company. It's originally called Marushka. So we've screen printed a lot of things in, 35 years that we've been in business. We do it the old-fashioned way. Everything's hand printed, and it's been a lot of fun. But we're right downtown Grand Haven.
Okay. What's your address?
121 Washington.
Awesome. And we'll make sure that we get some footage of when we're walking down Washington here.
Okay. The other thing, you were asking about the sponsors?
Yeah.
Okay. The sponsors here are from major companies in the community down to, there's a list of, on this wall over here, there's a list of probably 40 smaller independent companies that have donated in-kind things, food, lumber. The fence here was donated by 2 different lumber companies. The posts came from Baker Lumber. Okay. The horizontal things came from Risinga Lumber. So it's kind of a neat thing that the entire community has got involved in.
Very cool. Well, it's pretty exciting to come over here. I mean, everybody knows, at least in West Michigan, knows about ArtPrize, and actually, as I've talked to people around the country, they're learning about ArtPrize, and part of us wishes that we could kind of keep Grand Haven and the West Coast a little bit more of a secret, but that's not really fair either. So, obviously with Biz West Michigan, we're trying to promote the businesses that are doing cool stuff, and this is a pretty innovative concept from the standpoint of, you're not trying to compete, you're being complimentary to. So.
Yeah, well, I love ArtPrize. I'm going to go over there this coming week and try to look around as much as I can, but and vice versa. People should come over here that are attending over there because we've got a lot to offer here.
Right. So, I mean, I know that with ArtPrize that, kind of the goal with that was to just kind of generate interest in all of West Michigan. And I know that there's some people that are doing some stuff with Start Garden, which is, obviously the DeVos family helping start both ArtPrize and Start Garden, but there's a lot of really cool stuff going on. So, well, cool. Well, this is a really good time, and you guys can see the mural that's going on up there, and Reb Roberts has obviously got a pretty big corner of that mural going on. So. I had an opportunity to interview Reb with the Big Bang Art Fair a couple weeks ago. So, so thanks for coming on the show, and we'll make sure that we try and get some more going on and get some people out here for ArtWalk.
Yep, thanks for coming, and enjoy yourself. Have a good day.
You too. Thanks.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got another interview with someone involved with ArtWalk over in Grand Haven, and this is Dana Kollewehr. She is the director of the DDA, which is the Downtown Development Authority.
Yes,
right?
That's correct.
For Grand Haven. And she's going to talk a little bit about what the DDA does and what their goal was with ArtWalk. So welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
The Downtown Development Authority is an organization that's charged with revitalizing our downtown district.
Okay.
And for Grand Haven, that extends all the way to the highway, along the waterfront and to the highway. So we have over 220 businesses that we represent, and trying to work with government and bring new businesses and vitality into our district. And that comes in many different forms, I should say. And ArtWalk is one of those things that we do to try to have a vibrant and healthy district.
Cool. Now you guys put on festivals and do all kinds of, you're part of all the stuff that goes on in Grand Haven all year, right?
Yes, our goal is to try to bring people into our downtown area year round and show them what kind of businesses we have and services, and that downtown Grand Haven is a great place to live, to visit, and enjoy themselves.
Awesome. So with ArtWalk, obviously there's a little event in Grand Rapids going on
Right.
in the next couple weeks with ArtPrize, and you guys are trying to really join with ArtPrize as opposed to being in competition too, because there's just so much to see over there,
right.
but there's a lot to see over here too.
Right, and we really do get a lot of participation and support from artists that are participating in ArtPrize, and those that are visiting from far away that are visiting ArtPrize. They make it a whole weekend experience to go look at what artwork's there, and then come along to the lakeshore. It's not a far drive, and
right.
check out what we have, and it's just a kind of a different feel and energy here as well, being on the lakeshore. So it's a great tie-in and a great time to do it, of course.
Now this is the third year
Correct.
for ArtWalk?
Third year.
And how many people are you expecting to come out?
We probably expect somewhere around 10,000 people that
Wow.
that will come out over the 2.5-week time period, and our events are very well attended. We hold a number of them, such as the one going on behind us during ArtWalk. So it's a really great experience, very well-rounded art experience where people can come and check out our businesses, and a lot of local artists, which is fantastic.
Which is really fun. So, and it's everything from the folk artists to the fine artists to the photographers, and
right.
There's at the same time this weekend. I mean, when Kyle and I were walking over here, we saw there's an art fair over there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the salmon festival is over here.
Right.
You've got this going on here,
Right.
and there was, but there was still plenty of parking,
Right.
which is a bonus.
Right.
So, unlike trying to get in other places with parking, that's one thing that I always tell everybody about Grand Haven, is that they actually planned for people to come out here.
We do, and we try very hard. That's something we always hear back from our own community and also from visitors, that they really like that we have a lot of parking available around our downtown. So,
not only parking,
yeah.
but what kind of parking is it?
I'm not sure where you're
It's
going with that
free
one.
parking.
Free parking. Oh,
Free
yeah.
parking.
How did I miss that? Well, and people make their own parking lots too.
Yes, they do. Unfortunately, I've partaken in that event as well. So,
yeah, I have today as well, so it's okay.
Well, very cool. Well, there's a lot going on here. You guys have done a
Yes.
great job of promoting Grand Haven.
Thank you.
And I know that, and I've mentioned Dave Lorenz once before, but when I had him on the show,
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many cool things going on. There's so many people that are dedicated to the state, but even to West Michigan, to get business going on here. And
Well, definitely, and we all collaborate, I think, and see the bigger picture, and try to work with one another, and trying to promote that we're a year-round, vibrant community in Grand Haven and beyond, not just Grand Haven, in the whole West Michigan. So it's fantastic, and we hope that people come enjoy ArtWalk and enjoy everything that we do year-round.
so after ArtWalk, so once the ArtPrize is over, what's next going on out here?
Well, we have some community events that we do that are geared more towards our local community, but then we get the holidays started off really in
Right.
November. We have an event called Light Night that is truly a shopping event, and we turn on our lights for the first time in downtown Grand Haven.
Very
So it's
cool.
kind of a magical Norman Rockwell kind of picture experience.
Oh, wow.
and it's a lot of fun. We have free horse-drawn carriage rides throughout the downtown district, and it's just a really nice, fun event for people to come down. We give away free mugs and coffee and hot cocoa, and they can buy greeneries and things for decorating for the holidays. So it's just a great way to kick off the holidays. And then we have another art event in early January, Wine About Winter, that actually brings wine, just like it sounds. We spell it
Very cool.
W-I-N-E, not like it really is spelled, W-H-I-N-E. And we feature a variety of wines in each participating business, and we have a juried art show as well. So we have artists in those businesses, and wine and art, they seem to go well together.
Wow, very
and
cool.
Gets people out in early January when, it's kind of after that holiday time period where people are looking for something to do. It's a good social event and gets everybody outside.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
and I've talked before on here as far as the coming out in the winter to Grand Haven and seeing the lighthouse and to the Holland Lighthouse and all that fun stuff. It's I think it's absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't had a chance, if you're in West Michigan and you haven't been on the shoreline in the winter, it's definitely something you should do. And when you do that, support the businesses where you go. So
Definitely.
well, cool. Well, thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks
and
for
we're going
having
to
me.
continue to shoot some more stuff on here. So we'll make sure that we get some information posted about the stuff that you guys have going on.
Great, thank you.
You bet. So pay attention. We're going to cover more stuff on ArtWalk, and we'll talk with you soon.